Hello my loves, it's Kat, how are you? So today we have another pick a card, and today's pick a card is part of a series. So I'm starting this new series called New Year series, where we will be taking a look at all parts of your life that might be changing in 1 year. So this is part 1, and in this video we will be taking a look at all the things that might change in your life in 1 year. Things that you will take a look at in 1 year and think like, oh wow, I had a completely different life back then. Yeah, that sort of stuff. And in the future videos we will be taking a look at your love life, your finances, we will be doing a monthly predictions, and then in the last one, or there's no actual order, but in the last part we will be taking a look at how you will be transforming inside and outside. But yeah, so it's currently 2 o'clock in Finland, a little bit over, 20 over. So I have about 1 hour of daylight left, so we're gonna have to do it fast. So we have pile number 1 with, polka dot agate. Let's fix this. Ooh, that was loud. So then we have pile number 2 with dendritic opal. Pile number 3 with rainbow moonstone. So when you have made your decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Ready? Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose the polka dot agate. And number 48, wishing well. So what is actually going to be happening for you is that it's not just one thing. Definitely not just one thing. You will be having a series of manifestations coming through. And I feel like in this past year, I feel like you've had a lot of things that you wanted to come true, a lot of wishes that you wanted to get fulfilled, but they just didn't for some reason. They were all like kind of like lagging, taking their time, not really making any progress in anything. And I feel like you may have had an idea that, you know, maybe this is not meant to be. Like if it was meant to be, maybe it shouldn't be this hard or something like this. No, that doesn't mean that. It means that there is something left to be discovered before you're actually ready to receive this. So, for example, let's take an example. So let's say that you want to become an influencer or a content creator, and you're kind of like stuck, like nothing is really happening. Your subscriber kind of, the amount kind of stays the same. You're not really making any progress. It could be that you're not actually quite ready. You might think that you are, but you're not actually quite ready yet to receive the recognition and receive the I feel like you may not be ready to, some of you may not be ready to be seen like that. Maybe you're worried about what other people might think still. And that is kind of like holding you back. Like universe is kind of like keeping this from you until you are ready to be seen like that. And it's not something that is waiting to happen. It's a lesson that needs to be learned first. So I feel like there is an insight that you will be getting, something like, you know, like why, like if you so let's play a game. Imagine that you are your higher self or your spirit guide, and you look at yourself from a distance and see yourself struggling and wondering why this doesn't work. Can you see something, like a reason, now that you have like kind of like stepped out of it, now that you're seeing the whole picture? Can can you see something that might be hindering this progress? Like perhaps, like for example, like, well, not for example, but like let's say that, you know, you want this, like you want to be a YouTuber, or you want to create content or whatever. Let's say that it might be that you might believe that, you know, like once I make it, it's kind of like, that's all I want. I just want to make it. But it's a different thing to make it and to keep it, like keep it going. Because once you have actually made it, that's when the real work begins. You need to be ready for the amount of work that it comes with. So that is an example. Like think about what it is. What is it that you feel really stuck with? And kind of take a step back. Take a step back. It's kind of like with painting. Like sometimes when you've been painting for hours and you're doing something really, really detailed and stuff, and then once you go have a glass of water or something, or you go to the bathroom, come back and you realize, oh my god, all the proportions are all wrong. The ear is really tiny, the legs are really tiny, like everything is just disproportionate. I don't know how to say that word. But like, you know, get what I mean? Like when you were really close to it, you didn't see anything wrong with it. You were just working and working. But once you took a step back and you looked at the whole big picture, you realize it's all wrong and you might even need to start over. Did I already do this? Probably, but once more for luck. So let's see then. Oh yes, with the wishing well, sorry. With the wishing well, you will figure it out. You will figure out what is actually hindering your progress, why your manifestations are not coming through. It could be that you're not actually taking the appropriate steps to make it, because manifestations require some type of action usually. So it could be that you're not taking the appropriate actions that, you know, the manifestations need to come through or something like this. But you will figure it out. You will absolutely figure it out. And by this time next year, you're going to be taking a look at 2024. I have to think for a minute. You're going to look at 2024 and 2023 and be like, oh my god, my life is completely different. And I feel like you will find an old piece of paper where you've listed some things, like what you want to happen to you, or like an old manifestation, or you take a look at your old vision board or something. You're like, oh my god, all of these things came through. So that might be something that you might want to do. Write a list of all the things that you want to happen in 2024 and see how many things come through, because I feel like it's actually gonna be like the majority of them, if not all of them. I definitely feel like that is something that's coming for you. Okay, so that you had quite a few cards coming through, and I was trying to put them back in the deck because it was too many, but this resisted. So we're gonna take a look at this. So we have communication, and what this card really speaks to me about, I don't actually, to be honest, I don't actually remember the actual meaning of this card, but it looks like it's mostly about like communicating with the spirit world. If you take a look at this card, like that's what I feel, at least. So I feel like your spiritual gifts are definitely getting a lot stronger. And some of you are also getting into witchcraft and deity work. So yeah, that is something that I see for some of you. But overall, your communication with the spirit world, with your spirit guides, with your higher self, it will be getting a lot stronger. And I feel like this is because you are actually raising your vibration. You're raising your vibration to be receiving all of these manifestations that you want. And when we are actually in that higher frequency where we are receiving all of our manifestations. We are in a frequency of our higher selves, and not quite, but closer. I think. I'm not quite sure. I think it's, yeah, it's closer. It's not quite the same frequency, but it's closer to the frequency of your spirit guides and higher self. And it will be easier to communicate with them. I also see for some of you, you haven't been quite sure, but I feel like for some of you, you're actually mediums, and you will be developing your mediumship. Yeah. And if you've been wondering if you are a medium or not, and you've been looking for a sign, there you go. That was your sign. So, okay. Avoid allergens. Okay. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. This is also like your vibration is really, has been, oh my God, what is the word? Has risen to a whole new level. And I feel like a lot of this is also because you're consuming things that are of higher frequency. I see some of you are actually going vegan. Oh, and this is actually a message for some of you. I feel like some of you are like, yeah, I would go vegan if you know, I could, but I would go vegan, but I really love cheese, you know, or I would really go vegan, but I really love chocolate, you know, like I can't keep that up. What I'm being told, so yeah, go vegan, except for that one thing. Or go, doesn't have to be vegan, it could be like vegetarian, except for that one thing. Like, go vegetarian except for bacon. Like, what is that thing? Because eating some like vegan and vegetarian and higher vibrational foods is better than none, you know? You don't have to say to people that, because I maybe some vegans or vegetarians are coming from me because I said that, but you don't actually have to say that you're vegan. You don't need to have that stamp on your forehead like, hello, I'm a vegan. You don't necessarily need that, because this is for you, this is for the world. It's not a badge of honor. I personally, I am not vegan. I am not vegetarian. I am considering it, but I have some issues with eating overall, so I'm just trying to oh, this is another thing. This is why I was saying this, yes. Because I am personally first, I am trying to build a healthy relationship with food overall, and then I will start to branch out to higher vibrational foods and so on. But I need to fix my relationship with food first. So that might also be another thing that you might be doing, fixing your relationship with food. And that is actually also raising your vibration. There are a lot of things that, you know, are raising your vibration. Ooh, actually, I don't know what happened, but a card just jumped out on my chest and just stayed there. I don't know what happened. That was 8 of Fire. Ooh, speed, activity, multitasking. Interesting. I just realized I didn't actually have like 5 oracle cards, so I'm just gonna move these. Because I was gonna have like 1 on each side, but I actually have 4, so I'm gonna move these a little bit. Oh, it's looking really dark though, the camera. I don't know. It's looking really dark. I'm gonna take a look at the settings just in case, because I'm gonna be so mad if I look at this like back on my computer and I realize that you can't even see anything because I'm losing daylight. So I will be right back, okay? Okay, I think that might be a little bit better. I still don't have a light I have ridden to Santa, so I might get a light soon, but I still don't have one. Yeah, so with the 8 of fire, I see that this is actually happening really fast. These changes are happening like boom, 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 boom. Like when you figure it out, what was the thing that is hindering your progress. It's very unique to each and every one of you. So there is no overall one size fits all solution to that. So you really need to, I'm being told that you need to meditate on it and just kind of do, oh, okay. So you need to do shadow work as well. You need to do these, you know, these like writing journal prompts that kind of like make you really think about who you are and, you know, where you come from and how you are, who you are, and I don't know, all that stuff. That is something that you should be doing because that is actually going to help you out. That is where this solution comes to you. So you could like have like a, I find them on Pinterest actually. So you could go on to Pinterest and search for I don't know, I think there are different ones for shadow work, for manifesting, for purpose, finding your purpose. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of you don't really know what your purpose is yet, or it could be that you are confused and you think that you can only have one purpose. No, honey, you can do many things. I really hate it when we ask kids like, what is that one thing you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? But it kind of implies that there is only one thing you can be. Like you have to choose just one. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm personally not gonna do that. No, 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 no. See, I want to be a tarot reader, but I'm also studying laboratory engineering. So I want to do some chemistry, but I also really want to make like, my own cosmetics, like natural cosmetics with like plants and like herbs and stuff. I really want to do that. And also I really want to write a book. I want to make my own tarot deck. And yeah, I also want to be a painter and maybe a poet. So I have a lot of dreams. I want to do a lot of things. And yeah, so why the hell not, you know? You don't have to choose just one. Oh my god. Oh my god, you know? We have 9 of water. Wait, this is 9 of cups then. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. No, I was thinking, because for some reason I remembered this 9 of water card to be the 9 of pentacles card, and I was like, huh? What is this? But it's okay. No, I was wrong. So yeah, wishes, dreams, happiness. Oh my god. And you know, like when we blow like those dandelion seeds and we're like making a wish, and it's right onto wishing well as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. You won't even recognize yourself. Not even a little bit. We have Page of Fire, creative, enthusiastic, motivated. And then we have 2 of Earth, balance, prioritization, I don't know, playfulness. As you can hear, probably English is not my first language. It's not even my second language. So yeah, sorry about that. You know, like what is really great about this? Like the reason why I feel like you've had these moments in your life before when you have like risen or when you have raised your vibration. And life is just great and fantastic, but then something like stress really like maybe at work stress, it affects your life so that you have to take work home, and that affects your relaxation at home, and then you start to get stressed, and then you stop like taking care of yourself because this needs to be taken care of and so on. I feel like this time is gonna be different. This time it's gonna be permanent because you are able to keep that balance. You're able to, I feel like you're able to see those risks before they even happen. You're able to see that, okay, so this might actually become a really big thing in the future, so I'm just gonna start already working on it a little bit beforehand, before it gets too big, before it gets too late. It's kind of like doing your homework right after you get them, instead of doing them the night before. I think we've all been through that, you know? So yeah. Yeah, that is something that you're getting a lot better at. You're able to keep that balance between your work life and other life. Personal life. Yeah, you're able to make that work. You're also really excited about life. Like, you're excited about everything that you have, like whatever these things are. I feel like a lot of you will be finding your purpose. I feel like a lot of you may have been quite confused about what you're supposed to be doing. What's your purpose? Whee! That was bad. I almost dropped my cards on the flame. That would have been very bad. So yeah. Yeah, you'll be really motivated. Like, whatever this thing is, it's kind of like, it's almost like you've always had this little flame in your heart, not knowing what it was burning for, but I feel like you will be finding it this year. You will be finding it, and it's gonna burn brighter and bigger and warmer. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're just, for once in your life, you're really excited about life this year. Like, you're figuring it out. Like, you're finding it. You're finding it. So this card is going to give us some information about kind of like in your current circumstances, like where you are right now. This could also be some confirmations or advice or well, whatever. So we're gonna take a look what comes out for you, what your spirit guides have to say for you. What message do you have for my beautiful pile number 1? What message do you have? Ooh, there we go. 10 of Summer, which is, I think, 10 of Cups. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Raising children wisely, people you can trust. I love this for you. I am so in love with your life. And I would love to trade. If you don't mind. So yeah, this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again. And I hope I see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose the Dendritic Opal. And number 8, Come Together. Oh my god. So this is rather straightforward. Those who are single, there is somebody coming for you, and if this is actually going to be love. And as you know, love can come in different forms. But for majority of you, I do see that this is actually a romantic type of love. But for some of you, it might not be. It could be like really close bond with a new friend. And I feel like a lot of you who are single, I feel like you may have thought, foolishly thought, that you were destined to be alone, or you were never gonna find somebody. Yeah. Well, now you have it. Now you have it. 2024 is that year, okay? It's happening for you. And I also feel like those who are in a relationship now, for you, some of you, I actually see engagement, marriage. and because we have the crane over there, I see babies. Babies, I see babies. I do see babies. But I also have a message for like my asexual people. You will also be finding people, and I feel like there's somebody who may be asexual as well, so they kind of like get what it's like. Either way, I see people who really get each other coming together. Kind of like a perfect match. And this perfect match can be love between friends, but for the majority of you, I do see that it's love, a romantic type of love. And I also see they could be like a friend type of love, becoming like romantic type of love. I do see that for some of you. I also see that some of you may be coming to terms with your sexuality. That some of you may realize that what you once thought is actually not the case anymore, or it never had been. Because the come together card may signify people who, it's kind of like celebrating love and showing love. So it could be that some of you may have been afraid of showing love, or afraid of letting somebody know that you love them or that you have a crush on them. And I feel like some of you may have a crush on your friend. You're really worried about how that's gonna go. For the majority of you, I see that going really well. Yeah. Yeah, I do see that going well though, but obviously this is a collective reading. So yeah, take that as it resonates. We have blessed sight. Interesting. Oh my god. Listen, my nose is getting really stuffy, so I'm just gonna have to do something to it because I don't want to be sniffing through this entire reading, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I also decided to get some lights on because it was getting a little dark. So yeah, I hope this looks a little bit better now. I'm not totally convinced, but the lamp I have, because I don't have a ring light or anything yet. I have written to Santa and hopefully I will have one soon, but yeah, my lighting situation is a little bit complicated, but I hope it looks okay. But yeah, so with the blessed side, I actually see that you will be doing a lot of inner work, a lot of inner healing, and it's almost like you will be seeing things clearer. Almost like you can see things from your past and you understand why things had to happen so that you could get over here, kind of way. Does that make any sense? Kind of like, oh my god, the candle is going crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's doing some crazy things. What was I gonna say? Let's actually get some of these cards as well. So you will be doing a lot of work. I feel like you've been alone for quite a while. I feel like you may have thought, I actually think some of you may have may suffer from some mental health issues, and you may have actually thought that, you know, like nobody's gonna want all of this baggage to deal with, you know, like, honey. They do though. They do want you, and they want your package as well. There is someone out there for you, don't you worry. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You will. So yeah. A lot of insights are happening this year. You're moving a lot. Like, you're moving on, you're moving forward. You're forgiving the past, you're leaving the past behind. you're feeling it. Like it's not like let's forget about the past and move on. It's more like I have dealt with my past and now I'm ready to move on. It's more like that. We have leave a stressful situation behind. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take a good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. So I feel like a lot of you may be leaving some people behind as well. And I feel like so for some of you, these may be people that are not accepting who you are. And for some of you, that may be because of who you decide to love. And that is very unfortunate. And I am very sad for anyone that is... For anyone that resonates with that message, that makes me incredibly sad for you. But you'll be okay, my love. You'll be so fine. And for some of you, I actually got like some of them might come around, actually. Like some of them might come around. But also some of them might not. So that's really sad. But honestly, I feel like this person makes everything worth it. And I feel like you're kind of okay with that. Like, you will make your peace with that. You might also realize that, you know, like, maybe I don't even want them around. Like, for some of you, they have never really been good for you. They never really added anything good in your life. So maybe it's best that they are gone. We have Knight of Fire, confident, passionate, adventurous. I feel like this is how you will be feeling throughout the year of 2024. So in love, so supported, and like really, I feel like your confidence is getting to a whole new level. It's almost like this, it's not like, no, I'm trying to say this in a way that it doesn't sound very toxic or unhealthy, but what I'm getting is that this person is kind of filling a hole in your life, but that can also be quite toxic, but it's not what I mean. It's not the toxic way. It's kind of like all the love that you never really felt from other people. It's coming from this person, and it's this unconditional love that everyone deserves. And oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. But it's almost like this person, it's almost like they are showing you what you were supposed to be, what you were supposed to feel your entire life. Like, they will show you how great you are, and that you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be taken care of, and you deserve to be spoiled. Yeah, they're really gonna do all of that for you. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Crying is really crying is really gross. Isn't it? Oh Jesus. Yeah, this person, oh my god, it's almost like people will be asking, like, do they have any brothers, do they have any sisters? Because they're just really, really great. And they don't make you, like, a lot of you may feel like you have a lot of baggage and nobody's gonna want that, but this person, I see them like I just saw someone like at an airport, like when people like, okay, this is what I saw. Like, you getting off a plane and then them waiting for you when you come through with your luggage and stuff, and then they take all of the luggage off of you, like everything, and then start like taking it to the car. And I don't know, that was just really motherfucking sweet. I don't know. That was so sweet. Like, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. I remember, this is so stupid, but so me and my boyfriend, we met on this app called Personality Match. It's not a dating app. It's just like meeting random people from like different countries and stuff, and like talking to them. Like, you can't even send any pictures on that app. It's just chatting. And I remember, like, he said that he used to see my profile and everything, but he thought that I was so out of his league that, or he was out of my league. I always forget which way it's supposed to be. I think it's, he thought he was out of my league, and so he never texted me or anything, never started to chat. And then I one day texted him like, "Hello, stranger," and there's literally what I said. I said, "Hello, stranger," and he was like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" And when he told me that, I was like, "Don't you feel silly now? Don't you feel silly now? How do you, what do you mean you're out of my league? Because, well, we're together now, so what do you mean? You're obviously in the same league now." But yeah, doesn't he feel silly now? It's the same with you. Like, he's gonna, he or she, sorry, hard for me to say, like, be gender neutral, because this is for a reason. Because in Finland, in Finnish, when you say he or she, it's the same sex for everything. It's kind of like the word it. You can't tell the sex or the gender when you call something or someone an it. It's kind of like the same way. So we have just one word for he and she. So I sometimes slip up and say he or she when I should be saying they. So sorry. I'm getting better, but it's difficult for me still. So yeah, I feel like they are gonna really make you feel silly about your insecurities in a good way. Like, they're gonna be like, "What do you mean you were insecure about this? This is the reason why I love you." They're just, oh my god, I love this for you. I want to scream. I want to scream. We have 7 of water. Choices, over-analyzing, procrastination. What I see with this card, because this is kind of like a window, like a shop window type of thing. I feel like this could be either way around though, but I feel like it's on your side. Or it could be both. It could be both. For me, it feels like you. Could be other way around though, like I said. Either way, one of you or both of you might feel like the other one, like, what are they doing with you? Because they could choose anybody, right? That is the feeling that I get here. And I feel like it's probably you, because I get this anxious type of over-analyzing and like obsessive, trying to find a fault here type of thinking, you know? Like, does that make any sense? It's almost like you don't get it. Like, why are they with me? I don't get it. Like, am I not too much? All the people I've ever met have said I'm too much, but, you know, so what? They just went off and found something less, or maybe they didn't. I don't know, it's just this, you know, like, maybe it's true, maybe they could have chosen anyone, but they chose you, or they will be choosing you, and it's gonna be really lovely. It's gonna be really lovely, and I love that for you. It's amazing. Like, I just want to squeeze you to death. A little bit alarming, I know, but it's just, I'm getting this cute aggression with you. I don't know why. I don't know why. Moving on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. We had 5 of fire, no, 5 of water in reverse, by the way. This was in reverse. We had disappointment, regret, forgiveness, and because it was reversed, it's gonna be the opposite. It's kind of like, I feel like you may be or may have been a people pleaser, and you may have felt like nobody really gave you back what you gave to other people. And this is completely inaccurate in this friendship, relationship thing that you will be having, because for some of you this is still a friend, nothing romantic, but for the majority of you it is romantic. This is gonna be one of those really healthy, really like one of those relationships that really make you smile. They make you really happy, like to other people. Like when other people look at you, they just get this like, oh my god, they're the perfect couple. They're so cute together. That type of thing. I'm also getting, for some of you, do you happen to know those? I think they are, no, they're Norwegian influencers, Julie and Camilla. Do you know them? I'm like, I know that they are on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I've never had TikTok, so I don't actually know, but I follow them on Instagram because I'm, you know, I'm old like that. And I think they also do YouTube. Anyway, that is the type of relationship that I'm getting for some of you. And oh my god, weren't they actually, they were best friends first, right? They were best friends and they both thought that they were straight at some point. They were straight and they were best friends, and then Julie came out as gay, or Yuli, isn't it Yuli in Norwegian? I don't know, hard to say. But she says Julie, right? Yeah. Okay, so Julie came out as gay first, and then they fell in love, and Camilla also found out that she was gay, and now they are really happy together and married, and they have a baby, and I don't know. I kind of see that for some of you, to be honest. And I did say in the beginning that some of you might be redefining your sexuality. I've been there too. I've been there too, to be honest. I personally, like, I don't have any cards yet, so I'm just talking. Actually, we have a card, so I'm gonna stop talking. We have the Empress. Didn't I say earlier that I was expecting babies? Now we have an actual baby. I said it because there was a crane over here, like two people loving each other and then becoming something great, and then we have a crane who brings babies. Duh. And then we have Empress with an actual baby. Love that for you. Love that for you. Oh my god, that is so amazing. Yeah, I do see babies. For some of you, I do see babies. But I see that mainly for people who might be married or may have been in a relationship for a longer time. Also, I actually saw that some of you, do you know those stories where maybe like like a couple accidentally gets pregnant after one date? You know, like if you don't want that happening for you, we have 2 signs for babies here. So if you don't want babies, you don't want that, it's not for you, that's completely okay. But then be extra careful, okay? Be extra careful. So with this card, we're gonna take a look at some extra information your spirit guides may have for you. Any words of affirmations, or some advice, or no, that's like a whole deck, or something, just something for like where you are currently. Is it words of affirmation? I don't know. We have 6 of summer. children or childhood, the return of people, or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So for some of you, this might be an ex, or this could be like an old friend, maybe like a best friend you've had for forever, basically. Yeah, that's kind of awesome. Yeah. But I also see with that card is that, you know, with this person, you can be like kids together, if that makes sense. Like you can both express your inner child, you know, like with each other. Neither of you will make other one seem silly at all. Like let's say one of you wants to play mermaids, the other one is, yes, hell yeah, let's play mermaids. You know, like that type of thing, you know. I love that for you. I really love this, and I'm so happy that you will be finally finding it. So this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. I was gonna say 2. As you can see, we have lost the daylight, and it's exactly 1 hour after the intro. So that's really fun. I have some lights on, actually 3 of them, and some overhead twinkly lights, so you can see these light dots here, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but better to have those than have really bad quality because the light is really bad. So really sorry about that. I will probably hopefully get an actual light soon. But let's see what you have. So we have 43 details. Interesting. So what I see with this card is that, okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, do you see that? There's like a magnifying glass, and it says, let's turn this around. It's like upside down, and it says clarity, important notes. Interesting. Okay. Clarity. So what I actually see is that in the next year, it's almost like a lot of things will soon make sense. I'm actually seeing, I don't have that tarot deck, but in my other tarot deck, I'm so sorry. There's a neighbor across the street who just pulled all the I think because I have the window and I have a lot of lights, and then I have a camera here. They just pulled the curtains closed. That might be because of me. So sorry. Oh my god. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, oh my god, that's so I mean, I would do the same. I would definitely do the same, but anyway, let's actually focus on the reading now. Okay. That's so dumb. Yeah. No, I mean, me laughing at it is so dumb, not them. They're doing exactly the right thing. I would do the same, but I'm dumb for laughing at it. Yeah, so here it is. So in the other tarot deck that I have, it was a crystal something. I don't remember the name. Anyway, they're usually tarot decks have 78 cards, but this deck actually has 79, and the 79th card is the unknown card, which represents not being able to see something right now. Something remains unknown, but soon it will become clear why it had to happen. It's that sort of card, and I just saw it in my mind, so I feel like that is actually happening for you with these details. It's almost like I see somebody like kind of like working at a lot of different fields, like gaining a lot of different information about different things, and then later on in life they end up in a field, or they end up building their own company, for example, where they get to use all of the knowledge that they have gathered throughout the years, and they were all necessary, you know, if that makes any sense. Kind of like, let's say somebody loves to travel. They have this deep inner need to travel, and they travel around, they try a lot of different foods, and that's all fun, and they know a lot about different cultures, and then they basically decide that now they are ready to have some roots, and they decide to settle down somewhere, and then they realize, you know, like, I would actually really love to become a chef. And as they become a chef, they have now gathered so much information about how people make food in different locations, in different countries, and he has, or she has, all of this knowledge now. Like, they can actually make like authentic, I don't know, authentic Mexican food or something, or authentic Japanese foods, you know? Like, they have this knowledge because they have learned, because they have traveled and they have tried things. So I feel like something like that is actually happening for you as well. You don't actually realize it now, but later on you're like, oh my god, that course that one time I went to was actually very useful right now. So funny. It's kind of like things make sense. It's almost like, oh, so this is how destiny works. That sort of thing. Like, things just lock in. And I also see it's kind of like there's a little decision that you once made that now reveals to be the key to all of this. Like, I'm actually being taken to a story about this girl. She wanted to travel in Italy. I think she's actually like a TikToker or something, but I don't remember her name. Basically, she wanted to travel to Italy, and while she was in Italy, she was planning on staying in, I think it's Florence, for 2 days. And then she met someone who she started talking to, and they talked about Florence and how they loved it, and it was really great. And so she decided to extend her stay by 1 day. That she would go there 1 day earlier. And when she went there, she decided to go to this place that people have recommended her, and that is where she met her future husband. And she wouldn't have met this person if she hadn't met that woman who was raving about Florence, and then if she hadn't decided to extend her stay and go there 1 day earlier, and if she hadn't gone to that place that people were recommending her, she would never have met this man. So there's that sort of thing happening here. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, so all of my cards are on the floor, so I'm just gonna have to pick them up. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I have my cards now. So you may take that as a confirmation, because I always say that when cards explode, it's a confirmation for me. Oh my god, and now your card fell on the floor again. Take that as a double confirmation. We have practical intuition. Ooh, so actually, oh my god, I don't know how I missed this. Oh my god, I don't know how I missed that. So actually, another thing, you will be learning, you'll be studying a craft. And for some of you, I feel like that is actually like Wiccan magic or witchcraft. that actually makes sense. Like this table even here, like in this card, it could look like a witch's, like a study. I don't know how I missed this. Like they're clearly, their books open. This person is clearly studying. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. You will be diving into spiritual practices. You will be diving into witchcraft. You will be diving into law of attraction. You will be diving into shamanic healing practices. You will be like inhaling information, and I feel like this is actually really gonna open up your actually there was a card when I was getting ready for your reading, and it was this deck actually. Once more for luck, because I don't remember if I did that. There was this one card that popped out. I take that as a confirmation now. There was this one card that popped out that said something about healing gifts. About healing gifts. It was a card about healing gifts. Or use your healing gift, something like this. Oh, change positions. Okay. Yeah, and at the back of the deck we have prayer works. We have change positions and prayer works. But it was, I really want to find that card that I was thinking about. Sunlight. I just want to read it out because it's so strong in my head, and I got that confirmation with that. Yes. Divine. Yes, this one. Use your natural healing abilities. So I obviously didn't take this because I don't prep cards beforehand, except for the ones that I have for pile selection. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because it did pop out. I was like putting my cards in order, or my decks in order, and this one popped out right before I was like, I was about to be ready. I was like, okay, cool. I'll just put it back then. But yeah, that's really interesting. So, oh, right. I forgot to read these. So we have change decisions. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. And then we have use your natural healing abilities. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly guiding, encouraging, and supporting my healing work. Oh, I didn't even know that this is what it was gonna say. So it could be that you actually have some troubles with your health, and this is driving you to find these alternative ways to heal. And it could also be that people are actually finding you later on to have you help heal them. But yes, you will definitely be diving into witchcraft and healing and Reiki and all sorts of things. And I just heard, do you know that one of those TikTok voiceovers that people use, I think it's an old one, but there used to be one that said like, are you a witch? I'm a witch. Are you a witch? I'm a witch too. Like that sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah, cool. I like that. That is something that you will be doing. Diving into witchcraft and healing practices. So let's get some tarot. Come on, give me a card. What is happening for you in 2024? Details. 4 of Water. Destruction, self-absorption, discontentment. This is 4 of Water. Yeah, I feel like you might be somehow like not definitely content with your life at the moment. I feel like there is something that you're not quite happy with, but there is good things coming for you. That is always the side of 4 water. There is always good things coming though, like you just don't see it yet. We have the Emperor, organization, leadership, and structure. I feel like, so this might be a message for just one of you or a few of you, but I feel like some of you maybe, I'm not completely familiar with the Wiccan things yet. I'm looking into it, but I'm not, I don't know a lot. But it doesn't even have to be Wiccan, I guess, but there is a message about becoming a sort of high priestess or priest or something, or somehow, either way, if there is a hierarchy, I feel like you may be stepping up or like getting a little bit higher or something. There's that sort of like becoming a leader of some sort in this practice. Ooh, ooh, oh my god. Your cards are acting crazy today. We have 5 of fire, conflicts, annoyances, and competition. Okay. So it feels like you're not the only one though who wants this. It doesn't even have to be in this practice. It could be in other ways as well. It could be that you really want a specific job and you're obviously not the only one who wants it, and you need to work really hard to get it. But I do feel like the majority of you will be actually getting it. And if you won't be getting it, it's for a reason, because I just saw the unknown card again, once more. If it's not meant for you, it's not happening for you, because there's something else for you then, you know? That's always the case. If something doesn't work out for you, it's because there's something else out there for you. And you really need to remember that. Yeah, pile number 3, what else is happening for them in 2024? But I feel like you will be, like, your spiritual gifts will be multiplying, and they will be on a new, different level. And your knowledge about things, some of you will be working with herbs, some of you will be working with crystals. I see that a lot of you are kind of like your skills are just stepping up. That is so weird. I don't know why that is happening, but I'm gonna show you something. I don't know if I can though. I don't know why that is happening, but if you look at my, oh my god, you can barely see it, there, my flypaper for nightmares, what is it, dream catcher, you can see that it's swinging. The leaves, or not the leaves, the feathers on the left are swinging, and I have no idea why. That has never happened to me before. I'm not doing anything that would make them move, but for some reason they are like moving a lot. I don't know why that is happening, but that's weird. Super weird. I don't know why that is happening. Is it because of the candle? No, but the candle also, it's too far. And even if the hot air would be moving it, I don't know. I don't know why that is happening. I can't see any explanation. Is there a ghost around here? That's okay. You can hang out, ghost. So, let's get your final cards then. I don't know why I told you this, but that was just really, really strange. There is absolutely no reason why that should be moving. There is no There is no wind, there is no... Nothing is moving so rapidly that it would make that move weird. Anyway, moving on. Excuse me, were you in that pile where that motherfucking clock fell off my wall for absolutely no reason? I don't know if you were, but if you were, hi, welcome back. So there was a pile in one of my readings where I was in the middle of my reading and then suddenly, for absolutely no reason, a clock, my beautiful, beautiful clock just fell off the wall. The nail was still in there. I don't know why it fell off. It was perfectly secured, but just fell down in the middle of my reading. No idea where that happened. But this feels like a very similar. If you were in that pile, there might be an entity, someone who has passed on, something, or maybe it's your spirit guides or your higher self or something, but somebody really wants to talk to you. That's what I'm feeling here. We have Two of Fire, planning, partnering, progress. Ooh, this is really interesting. Yeah. Planning, partnering, and progress. It could be that you're doing this with someone as well. Like, you're not alone in this. I don't feel like a lot of you, well, some of you maybe, but I feel, okay. So at first I thought that you might not be if you're into witchcraft or if you will be into witchcraft, you are probably in a sort of, probably in a coven of sort or in a group of sort. Probably not a solitary witch. But you might also be. But if you are, I feel like you will be finding a person who gets you and gets this thing and is really interested in it. Kind of like a soulmate, but a friend. I feel like that is something that is happening for you as well. But I feel like it's around this topic though, in this witchcraft, spirituality. I think that this friend is going to be a spiritual friend. Yeah, that is really, really strange. I have no idea why that happens. And I look at that every day, that dream catcher. I look at it every day, it never moves. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't need these cards. We're gonna do these cards. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Everything is going all over the place today. Especially in your reading. The other readings went fine, but yours, oof, this is really chaotic. Are you into chaos? Are you like a chaos witch? Or something, because that would be fitting. So yeah, final advice from my beautiful pile number 3s. What messages does your higher selves or no spiritual, oh come on, my god, oh my god. Any messages anybody has for you, because yeah, any advice from anybody. Got it. Okay. 3 of Winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal in time. Okay. Okay. Have you recently lost somebody? Like someone who has passed on? Is this the person who is trying to reach out to you? Because I feel like there is somebody who is trying to reach out to you. Doesn't have to be though. But also it could be that the reason why you're diving so deeply into the spiritual work is to connect with someone who has passed on, or just to find your place in the world. Either way, mission will be successful. You will be finding your place, you will be finding your people. You will sort of gain control over your life, control that you've never had before. You've found your purpose of sorts. And you definitely have these healing gifts inside you, and they really need to be seen, they really need to be worked on, and they need to be used. So that is something that you will be diving into. this year. And I love it for you. I think it's going to be really fun. So this is what I had for you. I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in my next one.